Hi, my name is Caleb, and this is the first video in a long series of videos that we are making with the intention of taking all of the mystery and fear out of stepping into a gym and working out on your own. We understand that there's millions and millions of different exercises and movements that you can do with a lot of different equipment and a lot of different options, and sometimes that can be intimidating. So we want to break all of those millions of movements down to 4 simple patterns that once you learn these patterns, you can really figure out the idea behind anything, and you can train safely and effectively, and perhaps most importantly, without looking like a total goofball. So I hope that you'll join me on this series, and I'm really looking forward to teaching you a lot. The foundation of proper form in the gym is proper posture. So I'm going to give you a mental checklist that you can follow from the top of your body down to the bottom of your body. Make sure that everything's in order before you start exercising. The first thing is your eyes. If your eyes are forward, the rest of your body is going to follow suit and stay straight, okay? So if you're looking down at your phone, you're gonna slouch, okay? If you're looking off in the distance, you're gonna careen off like this, okay? So eyes forward. Next, shoulders, okay? So you don't wanna swing them really far back to look like you got really great posture, okay? And of course you don't wanna slouch, so you just let them fall right in the middle, okay? Moving down, you've got your core. There should always be just a little bit of tension in your core, okay? That's gonna keep your spine locked in so it doesn't get injured. And also you don't like wiggle around when you're trying to exercise. Next is your hips. You should have 50% of your weight on both hips, both legs, okay? So you're not like this, not like that. And then also, you're not rocking back like this, okay? And you're not rolling forward like this. You're just in the middle, okay? Last one is your knees. Make sure that there is a straight line from your knee to the tip of your toe, okay? They're not in, they're not out. It's a straight line. Follow these rules. There's gonna be a couple exceptions to optimize movements, but make sure you just follow these rules and you're gonna be safe, you're gonna be effective, and perhaps most importantly, you're not gonna look like a goofball. The first movement pattern is the push. The main muscles that are used in push exercises are your pecs, your triceps, your deltoids, and your traps. Push exercises are anything that use the muscles on the upper half of your body to push a weight away from the middle of your body. The rules of the push are first, of course, starting with good posture. Your eyes are forward, your shoulders are neutral, you got a little bit of action in your core. You don't have to worry quite so much about your hips because you're using the upper half of your body. And then the next thing is your shoulder blades, okay? These are specific to pushing exercises. So as you come in from a push, you should pinch your shoulder blades in together like this to lock your upper body in, okay? That goes for a bench press or any kind of thing like this, or something like an overhead press. You're always keeping your shoulder blades locked backwards. Follow that rule, you're gonna be A-okay. The next movement pattern is the pull. The main muscles used in pull exercises are your lats, your biceps, your rear delts, and your upper back. Pull exercises are any time we use those muscles to pull a weight towards the middle of our body, okay, like this or like this. The movement basics are the same as everything else. Eyes are forward, shoulders are neutral, and your core has a little bit of action. The next thing is we're gonna follow the same rule that we follow with the push, which is shoulders in and out. And then the thing that's a little bit more specific to pull is how your brain works when you're pulling. So what do I mean by that? When you pull a weight in, try not to think about pulling with your hand, but pulling with your elbow, like this, okay? So we pull with our elbow, and you'll be able to engage those big muscles that you're trying to do that are gonna make you stronger and bigger. The third movement pattern is the squat, or pushing with our legs, okay? This includes squats, lunges, things like leg extensions as well. The main muscles that we use in the squat or pushing with legs are your quads, your glutes, but then we also use a little bit of hamstrings. We'll use our calves and something like a calf raise. and they are any way that you are using your leg muscles to push weight away from the middle of your body. The rules for the squat or pushing with legs are the same, which is eyes forward, shoulders neutral, a little bit of action in your core. Big one, hips are neutral. You should have 50% of your weight on both feet, and then making sure there's a straight line from your knee to the tip of your toe. The only extra little bit of addition that I have to give to you is how you distribute your weight on your foot, okay? So you have a big toe and a little toe, and you have your heel. Make sure that your weight is pushed between big toe, little toe, and your heel, okay? Here, here, and here, and you're gonna be very well balanced. You're gonna be able to push with all the muscles that you need. The last movement pattern is the hinge. This is the least understood and probably the most useful for a lot of office workers. The hinge, the main muscles that are used in it are the glutes and the hamstrings, but you also get a little bit of help from all the other muscles in the leg. The hinge is any time that you use those muscles to pull weights towards the middle of your body, okay? So the most common exercise is the deadlift, but then we can also group a lot of other exercises into that, like a leg curl or something like that, where we're using our legs to pull weights in. So the biggest thing when it comes to the hinge, beyond eyes forward, shoulders neutral, a little bit of action in your core and your hips, are how do you move your hips, okay? So we've got to learn how to push our hips back and our belly button down like this, okay? See, my knees aren't moving too much. All of the movement is right here. Hips back, belly button and chest down. Like that. Just like that, okay? Learn that and you're gonna be able to move a lot more effectively in the gym.